it's good to see all of you. I don't see you, but you see me. And hopefully there's more than one or two people. But anyway. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Okay, we're going to do some warm-ups. You know, like before you go swimming or you warm up before you run. Most athletes warm up. Well, we're going to do some warm-ups. And I'm going to ask you to do something and you do it. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air. Put your finger everywhere. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Now this is a tough one. Stick out your tongue. Stick out your tongue in the air, in the air. Stick out your tongue in the air, in the air. Stick out your tongue in the air. Stick out your tongue everywhere. Stick out your tongue in the air, in the air. Pull on your ear in the air, in the air. Pull on your ear in the air, in the air. Pull on your ear in the air. Pull on your ear everywhere. Pull on your ear in the air, in the air. Blink your eye in the air, in the air. Blink your eye in the air, in the air. Blink your eye in the air. Blink your eye everywhere. Blink your eye in the air, in the air. Okay. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right into your chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Can you do it faster? Let's see if we can do it a little faster. Open, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right onto your chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Let's see if we can do it even faster. You ready? Okay. Open, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them right onto your chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. I have a dress on and my apron, and I'm going to come closer so you can see my tummy. We're going to talk about all the parts of our face, our noses and our ears and eyes and hair. I know no lady who swallowed a nose. She watered it down with a garden hose, and that's how it goes. I know no lady who swallowed some ears. She had no fears when she swallowed those ears. She swallowed the ears after she swallowed the nose, and that's how it goes. I know an old lady who swallowed some eyes. What a surprise, she swallowed those eyes. She swallowed the eyes after she swallowed the ears after she swallowed the nose, and that's how it goes. I know an old lady who swallowed some lips. She did it all with her hands on her hips. She swallowed the lips after she swallowed the eyes after she swallowed the ears after she swallowed the nose, and that's how it goes. I know an old lady who swallowed some hair. She did despair when she swallowed her hair. She swallowed the hair after she swallowed some lips after she swallowed some eyes after she swallowed some ears after she swallowed a nose, and that's how it goes. I know an old lady who swallowed a whole head. She went to bed after she swallowed that head, and that's how it goes. Burp. Well, I'm going to take off my apron and dress, and I'm going to read you a story. It's a story called Goggles. by Ezra Jack Keats. And he also wrote maybe a familiar book called The Snowy Day. Now, where do we see goggles? Well, I wear goggles when I go scuba diving, and sometimes if you go swimming, then you wear goggles. Also, people who ride motorcycles wear goggles. These are not goggles. These are glasses. Archie, look what I found, Peter shouted through the pipe. Motorcycle goggles. Archie watched Peter through the hole. He listened and smiled. They must be somewhere where you can find all kinds of junk and stuff that's been thrown away. I have a squeaky chair. Peter ran to the hideout and put on the goggles. Aren't they great? He asked. Archie smiled and nodded. Peter said, let's go over to your house and sit on the steps. Archie nodded. Aren't those goggles grand? They started off. Suddenly, some big boys appeared. Give us those goggles, kid. No, they're mine, Peter said. His dog Willie growled. Archie, hold Willie, said Peter. I have my finger on Willie. There he is. Willie's a little wiener dog. Peter stuffed the goggles into his pocket and put up his fists. Archie gasped. Peter turned to see if something was wrong. The next thing he knew, he was knocked to the ground. Everyone stared at the goggles. Before anyone could move, Willie snatched the goggles and ran through the hole in the fence. The big boys chased after him. Meet you at the hideout, whispered Peter. You go this way, I'll go that way. They won't know where we're going. Willie will find us. Peter raced to the hideout. He sank down as low as he could. Footsteps. The big boys, they followed me. Peter held his breath. Archie! What was that? Archie looked through the hole in the pipe. There were the big boys, and there was Willie. They could see him. See through that hole in the pipe? Do you see Willie over there? Archie stared at the pipe. Suddenly he spoke. Here, Willie, through the pipe, fast. Willie! What a smart dog. Peter peeked through the hole. The big boys were coming, closer and closer. Peter took a deep breath. Then he yelled through the pipe, Willie, meet us at the parking lot. Head for the parking lot, one of the big boys yelled. Let's go. But where is Willie? He's not in the parking lot. Peter, Archie, and Willie crept out of the hideout. When they reached the fence, they got up and ran. They were very clever, weren't they? They got to Archie's house. Archie laughed and said, "We sure fooled them, didn't we?" "We sure did," said Peter, handing him the goggles. "Things look real fine now," Archie said. "They sure do." I'm going to read to you a story by Mark Brown. I'm sure you're familiar with Arthur. It's called Arthur's Eyes. This is Arthur before he got his glasses. He looked fine, but he couldn't see very well, and sometimes he got headaches. Arthur had to hold his book so close that his nose got in the way. He couldn't see the board. Francine had to read the problems to him. "Are you blind?" she always asked. Francine got every problem right. Arthur didn't. No one wanted to play with Arthur. Wonder why. Do you think it's because he can't see to shoot that ball into the hoop? Arthur's father and mother took him to an optometrist. Dr. Iris tested Arthur's eyes. "Why, you need glasses," said Dr. Iris. Arthur tried on all kinds of frames. He chose the ones he liked best. "You look very handsome in your new glasses," said his father. "Everything looks clear," said Arthur. His mother told him he looked smart. Oh, those crazy glasses. There's one set of glasses that has triangles. But the next morning, his friends laughed at him. Francine called him Four Eyes. "Sissy," shouted Buster. None of Arthur's friends wore glasses. I think it's now trendy. Poor Arthur. No one in his family wore glasses either. Arthur felt awful. He didn't care if he couldn't see. He didn't want to be called Four Eyes, which is, maybe we don't hear that so much, but it's kind of a mocking, make fun of you kind of statement. Arthur decided he would lose his glasses. There's his family. No one has glasses on. Arthur put his shirt in the laundry, and in the front pocket were his glasses. His mother found them the next morning. "You have to be more careful, Arthur. You're lucky they weren't broken." That day at school, Arthur hid his glasses in his lunchbox. He told his teacher he forgot them. But now things were harder to see than ever. When Arthur walked down the hall to the boys' room, he had to count the doors. What do you think he's gonna do? There's the office. He goes right past the boys' room, right into... He opened the door and Francine was talking. What was Francine doing in the boys' room? "Eek! Get out of here!" screamed Francine. "This is the girls' room." Arthur bumped into the wall. He couldn't find the door. Now all the girls were screaming. Out in the hall, doors opened. Teachers ran out. The principal appeared. Everyone was looking at Arthur. Arthur turned red. He wanted to hide. The principal took Arthur to his office. Then Arthur's teacher talked to him. "Why don't you keep your glasses in a case in your pocket, as I do?" he asked. "You wear glasses?" asked Arthur. "Yes, for reading," said his teacher. He took them out. They looked just like Arthur's. Suddenly, Arthur felt better. He went to his lunchbox and put on his glasses. In gym, Arthur made 10 baskets. Francine made 4. That afternoon, Arthur didn't need Francine to read the problems on the board. He got everyone right. Arthur could see Francine's paper. She missed 2. After school, Francine asked Arthur to be on her team. "I'll consider it," said Arthur. The next morning, Arthur was very surprised when he saw Francine. Take a look at Francine. "They're my movie star glasses," said Francine. "But there isn't any glass in them," said Arthur. "It doesn't matter. They help me concentrate and make me look beautiful," said Francine. That afternoon, a photographer took the class picture. Oh, just a minute," said Arthur. He took out his glasses. He carefully polished them and put them on. "Everyone ready?" said the photographer. "Wait," said Francine, and she ran to get her purse. She took out her movie star glasses. "Okay, I'm ready too," said Francine. "Smile," said the photographer. Okay, I'm going to take off my glasses because we're going to do a little action here. 2 little eyes to look around, 2 little ears to hear each sound, 1 little nose that smells what's sweet, 1 little mouth that likes to eat. Yum. Okay, let's do it. 2 little eyes to look around, 2 little ears to hear each sound, 1 little nose that smells what's sweet, 1 little mouth that likes to eat. Yum. There once was a girl from the city whose long blonde hair was quite pretty. Into a socket she placed her finger. A long time she did not linger, and now her hair is a mess. What a pity. Well, there's another person that has long hair, and that's a lion, and his hair we call a mane. He's kind of scruffy looking, but there's the lion. "I am a lion, hear me roar, roar. I'm frightening to the core, growling and eating, hunting and chest beating. What's even worse, I scare me even more." Are we ready for Mrs. Wishy-Washy? You're going to help me tell this story. When Mrs. Wishy-Washy comes along, she puts her hands on her hips. Can you put your hands on your hips? And then she puts her hand to her brow going, "Ah!" And she points. And there's a cow in the story, and the cow jumps in the mud. So you can jump in the mud. And then there is a pig, and the pig rolls in the mud. And then there is a duck, and the duck paddles in the mud. Paddle, 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 paddle. But the best part of all is when they all get washed and you go like this. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Okay, Mrs. Wishy-Washy, pointing. Cow jumps in the mud, the pig rolls in the mud, and the duck paddles in the mud. And then they all get washed and they go wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Okay, I'm going to come closer so you can see the book. It's called Mrs. Wishy-Washy. "Oh, lovely mud," said the cow, and she jumped in it. Jump, jump, jump. "Oh, lovely mud," said the pig, and he rolled in it. "Oh, lovely mud," said the duck, and she paddled in it. All right, let's get ready to be Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Along came Mrs. Wishy-Washy. "Ah! Just look at you," she screamed. Let's get our pointy finger ready. "In the tub you go." In went the cow, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. In went the pig, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. In went the duck, wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Okay, hands on our hips. "That's better," said Mrs. Wishy-Washy, and she went into the house. Away went the cow, away went the pig, away went the duck. And you can yell, "Oh, lovely mud," loudly, unless you have a new baby or baby that's sleeping in the house or somebody who needs to get some rest. 1, 2, 3. "Oh, lovely mud," they said. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Well, I have with me a spider, and I'd like you to meet him. But you know, there's a problem. He's kind of shy. So we kind of have to make him feel wanted, you know, to invite him to come out. Because he's so shy, he won't come out. Messy little guy, isn't he? Legs all over the place that shouldn't be. Okay. Let's, on the count of 3, say, "Oh, spider, come out." Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. "Oh, spider, come out." He's not coming out. Wonder how we can get him to come out. I know. Let's say it louder. Maybe he didn't hear us, okay? Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. "Oh, spider, come out." He's not coming out. I wonder what's going to make him come out. He's kind of like a turtle. I know. We were loud. Maybe we were too loud. Let's whisper it this time, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. "Oh, spider, come out." Ah, there he is. There he is. Very happy to be out. Okay. I am busy, said the spider, very, very busy, very, very busy, spinning my web, spinning my web. Okay, repeat after me. I am busy, said the spider, story hour's over, story hour's over, see you next week, see you next week. Wave bye-bye, wave bye-bye.